Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching Stranger Things Season 3 Episode 4. If you want to watch our uncut series reactions, link to the Patreon is down below.
Last episode, Eleven and Max continued on with their friendship and they played this little game where they started spying on the people they know, and Eleven spied on Billy and she saw him, well, she saw what she thought was him killing the girl. Her name is escaping my mind, I'm sorry.
I don't think it's too relevant. Sorry, lifeguard lady. I don't know if you're going to be a vital part.
She saw when he was like offering her up to the monster in episode 1 or 2, episode 2, and so she was like, oh my god, she's killing her, and they made their way to her house, which is actually, her father is one of the guys that Nancy works for. They made their way to the house and there was like this whole Stepford Wives situation going on. It just seemed like the perfect family. Billy and the girl are like operating as robots almost. They just feel like they're so perfect and like
it was
devoid
so
of emotion.
Weird. It was so strange. Like, it's funny how I just like calling it a demon. It's funny how like the Demogorgon demon has such a hold on Billy. Like with Will, it was sort of in between. Like we'd get Will, then we get the demon, then vice versa. But it looks like Billy's gone. Like his personality, his mind has been like flushed down the toilet, and it's now full demon mode. And it just knows how to act. It's not Billy though. Like Billy swears and like freaking pushes around his sister. Like he was like, this version of him was being so like stern and charming with the family, and it was so weird to watch because that's not really Billy. And he's completely gone. And I think when Max and Eleven left that house, they knew something was up, because that's not how Billy usually acts.
Yeah, he recognised that Eleven is the one that closed the gate, so therefore his biggest foe almost. And they killed him, and the girl killed her parents, and I think they are the next offspring, so they're going to be part of the army as well, assuming that they're building the army that they asked for. So they could all just be operating around like robots.
It's gonna be weird if that dad is under control and goes to work the next day and talks to Nancy. She's gonna think something's up as well.
Yeah,
if it's nice to her.
If he suddenly turns nice, that would be weird.
She's gonna be like, God, this guy took some very strong pills or something. Like, why is he being nice to me?
He doesn't laugh at the guys' jokes because they all wheeze over their misogynistic jokes. But yeah, what you were saying about how the Mind Flayer has just completely taken over Billy, I don't know whether it's just got stronger in the past year while it's been dormant, or whether it's because Billy has less of a moral compass than Will.
I know, that's a good theory, like, because we know Billy's not, you know, winning any awards for like
nice guy
being a good person. Like, he's famously a very bad person, and that sort of evilness inside normal Billy, maybe that Mind Flayer is like, oh, this isn't really a morally good person. He's got a lot of negatives to him. I can feed off that. So maybe that is why he's a lot more under his spell than Will was, because Will was just, you know, a good kid. He's not evil, unlike Billy at times. So yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Will can sense that he is back. He was knocking down castle buyers because he had a bit of a breakdown after the argument with Lucas and Mike, and he knocked down castle buyers, but he got brought back down to earth because he felt the tingle in his spine, and he realised that he's back. Dustin, Robin and Steve have located this like warehouse where the Russians are moving a load of stuff into, so it's confirmed that the Russians are in Hawkins. But Robin, props to her for cracking that code. Like, I don't know if I ever could have been able to do that.
Dustin and Steve would never in a million years crack it. Those doofuses
were following
just
that
spinal
yoga
girls.
guy. And Hoffa got beaten up by someone as well when him and Joyce broke into the lab, because Joyce is all hyped up about the electromagnetic fields, and how it all leads to Hawkins' lab, and she was like, I'm certain they're back. So they went in there to investigate, and the only person they found was this guy that beat up Hopper.
I don't know why that guy was in the lab dormant, and he was operating the cameras, presumably, because they were blinking.
Yeah.
So, very strange. They might try and take it over with that big machine they're building to open the gate. Portals. Yeah, open that gate. Maybe they want to take over the lab, getting equipment in. I mean, they're not going to build a gate in the mall, are they? Like, maybe that's just, yeah, a storage place for them. So yeah, it's all very sketchy, all very scary.
Oh, and Nancy and Jonathan were continuing on their investigation with the rats, and they found the old lady eating her own fertilizer.
Oh,
what's gonna happen to her now? Like, surely she's gonna be dead from that.
I mean, yeah. Like, I think maybe being around those rats, maybe one of them bit her or something, so she's got sort of a virus but not completely, and that causes her to eat fertilizer or something. I don't know. Like, I don't think she's a Billy yet, but yeah, it's very, very strange, and that was quite a sight.
It was actually like highly horrifying. I can picture it so vividly in my head. Like, what would you do if you walked in on that, like going to your nan's house and she's just stuffing her face with fertilizer? Like, what do you say?
I know, it was crazy and kind of traumatic to watch, because, you know, we've seen her quite a few times. She's blaming these rats, but maybe the rats have gotten to her and now she's feeding on it. It's really strange how this virus works. Storming, never good.
Looks like our summer this year.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm sorry, I did not quite catch your name.
She's still got him on her mind.
Oh yeah, he sensed her.
11's gonna crack it though.
There's nothing to worry about anymore.
Max is like, oh, okay, fine. Like,
doesn't make sense. Heather had a fever, so she took a cold bath, but she's better now.
no, she's not, Max.
That has to be it. We both saw her. She's totally fine.
Max is still new to the game. She doesn't know how bad things are.
Doris, we need you to stay calm for us, okay?
Oh, poor Doris.
Would you want to explain to me what in the name of Jesus just
I wonder what they're gonna find wrong with her.
She's gonna break out, I think.
Is she gonna like explode?
Oh, they've driven past that place. They must have just knocked them out or something
Whatever
before.
this is, whatever he's got you into, you don't have to do this.
There is no stopping it, Daddy.
Try not to move.
That's always his word of advice.
Oh my god, we're gonna see it.
Oh.
What the fuck is that?
It has a physical form now.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh. Stop that noise. It sounds like it's chomping down on them.
So it's like putting bits of it into people to control them. Yeah.
Just thinking about them breathing with that on their face. It's like they're putting an oxygen mask and inhaling all of the bad.
Oh yeah, he's gotten beaten up. God, you got shit. I thought he'd look worse than that.
Joyce is tending to his wounds.
Ew, okay. You are so attractive, Hopper.
You need to rest.
No, fight.
No, you're not fine, Hopper.
Hopper, why are you naked?
Gotta be government, right?
Yeah, but if he's government, what's he doing slinking around? Why is he running? You know, why didn't we find anything down there?
His license plate.
Joyce, you're a genius.
They're blanks. There was, I think it was either an H or a P with.
Okay, maybe not so
and it was definitely a Y.
We can't guess number plates, Joyce.
Registers a car in his own name.
It wasn't
Exactly, you know.
a car. What are you wearing?
What do you mean it wasn't a car?
It was a motorcycle.
Do you copy?
Oh, they're getting the girls involved.
Shut up.
Code red means code red.
Something happened, something bad.
Our very lives can be at stake.
What are you talking about?
Just come over to my house.
We'll explain everything.
Code red is code red for a reason.
So try him again.
I don't think Dustin's gonna be on their, well,
copy?
that he's on their side, but I don't think he's gonna be in their team.
Has he been there looking at them all
Key card
night?
opens the door, but unfortunately the Russian with this key card also has a massive gun. Whatever's in this room, whatever's in those boxes, they really don't want anybody finding it.
Knock him out and I take his key card. It's easy.
Did you not hear the part about the massive gun?
Yes, Dustin, I did. And that's why I would be sneaking.
You think you're just gonna knock him out
Please
before
tell
he
me this,
points
and
his
be
gun
honest.
at you,
Have
Steve?
you ever-
What are you doing? I need cash.
Well, half of that's mine. Where are you going?
Find us a way into that room, a safe way.
Oh,
Here he
he
is.
is sweating.
We have something the big papers don't have. Trust.
Do you know how I built that trust? By placing my faith in something the two of you don't seem to value a whole lot.
You just made the room shift.
You disobeyed a direct order to stop pursuing.
Here we go. I think
this
he'd be
story.
nicer.
You falsely identified yourself.
I know,
as a
he's
reporter
literally
who attributed the incident
worse.
to an elderly woman. Mrs. Driscoll is a paranoid schizophrenic.
Well, that's an incorrect diagnosis then.
This is crazy. In fact, in my entire professional career, I've never dealt with anything quite like it.
He's not
In
going
the
to
real
fire
world,
them, surely,
there are
because this
consequences to your
mind flayer
actions.
wants to keep
Which
tabs
brings
on
me to
them.
You're fired.
Oh, okay, maybe. maybe you will.
I expected that. Does he think that just firing them will make them stop? He clearly doesn't know them very well.
You know when you drop on a roller coaster?
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feeling.
Your body, it goes cold and you can't breathe.
I closed the gate.
I know, but what if he never left? A part of him attached itself to me. The part that was still in me, what if it's still in our world?
Shit, I didn't think about
Hawkins, he'd want to attach himself to someone again. A new me.
Billy.
A new host.
How can you tell if someone is a host?
I thought 11 would have pieced that together, considering she's concerned about Billy.
He was here the other day, rides a motorcycle.
Oh.
Ah.
Square jaw, dark hair.
Who is this Mayor Dodgy?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Could be the maintenance guy.
Oh, of course it is.
Maintenance guys aren't that cool. You're a busy guy. As if you'd have time to speak to the plumber.
Hopper's locked the door. We could be here all day, bro.
Those pills you used to swallow like candy. I can't recall. Did you have a prescription for those? Or how about drinking on duty? Don't be that dead daughter sob story.
Holy shit, he's going there.
Now, if you don't mind,
You're gonna get a whack.
our parade director.
Oh, not how I expected it to be a whack.
Oh, don't worry about Larry, Candace.
Is he military? Who is he?
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
For God's sake, this guy is annoying.
What are you calling? The police?
He is the police.
Nice ring you got there, Larry.
Oh, shit!
Let's find out.
He gives me things sometimes.
Oh, some maintenance worker, huh?
The mall?
The mall.
Hopper, he's right. He
Oh,
is
so
right.
the owners of the malls are the
They want to expand to
Russians.
East Hawkins.
They're hiding
I
stuff,
mean
and
them.
because it's a busy
That's
place,
all.
it'll be unsuspected.
It's making sense now. Yeah.
You
No,
don't
he
want to mess
doesn't.
with these people, Jim.
I guess you're worrying about yourself right now, Larry. Not about me.
Hopper can be so psychotic when he wants to be.
Incredible how you just continue to convince yourself.
What's that supposed to mean?
I told you over and over to drop this story.
You're
But
gonna
it was
regret
kind of
saying that,
You
Jonathan.
refused, and now I'm
But
screwed.
yeah.
My dad doesn't earn 6 figures. Hell, he isn't even around.
God, here comes the Oliver Twist routine.
Mortgage,
Oh.
college tuition.
Didn't realize I lived in a bubble.
Well, you do! You want everything handed to you on a silver platter. What did you expect? That you would make Star Reporter in a month? Crack the big case?
You sound just like them. You realize that,
Yeah,
right?
that was a bit uncalled for Jonathan.
That was humiliating. Humiliating.
Yeah, the real world sucks. Deal with it like the rest of us.
They both have said bad things. Let's just call it.
God, are they breaking up?
Over this.
Star Corp.
Oh, she's got the blueprint out.
Ah, okay.
These air
They
ducts
can crawl
Lead them
through.
there.
all the way here.
Oh my god, right in their shop!
It always makes me nervous though. That's so
That's
small.
tiny! Yeah, that's tiny! I'd get super claustrophobic.
Yeah, so would I. If he needs Steve to get in there, how's he gonna shift his way through the whole thing? She is a child.
She's
Is
gonna
Erica
get the
joining
sister
the
in.
gang?
She's gonna get her in there.
It's like you're dormant. And then when he needs you, you're activated.
Get him into here.
It's a weirdly placed gym.
Oh.
I think I just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, I know. What are you thinking?
Thankfully they had towels on.
We just have to figure out how to get him in here.
That's a brilliant idea.
You don't know if you can fit?
Oh, I can fit. I just don't know if I want to.
I don't blame you, girl. Like,
I don't have phobias. I still haven't heard what's in this for Erica.
she needs a bargain for this.
Oh,
yep, free ice cream.
that's
I
the
told you it would do
ticket.
it. Oh, this girl's a queen. She knows what she wants.
This is the route you're gonna take. Then we just wait till the last delivery goes out tonight. Then you knock out the grate, jump down, open the door.
Are we forgetting about the guns?
We think these Russians want to do harm to our country. Great.
You'd be doing a great service, Erica.
Can't spell America without Erica.
Oh my god, she's good.
So, don't do this for us. Do it
I love her. She's so funny.
She could end up being top 5 character.
Honestly, like.
Erica.
You know what I love most about this country? Capitalism.
Oh,
Capitalism
might have to
is-
understand you.
Yeah.
Free ice cream
For life.
for life.
Huge power outage, and the next day.
Your magnets fell.
I mean, Scott says.
Oh, this is probably where they're going to put the big machine.
Massive amount of power to run. Isn't at the lab. It's at one of these properties.
Joyce is a genius.
Much come on for me at the Hawkins PD.
Look at your face every day. I don't think so.
Oh, is that a bit of flirtation from Joyce there? I'm excited for this plan of theirs. I want to see how they're going to get Billy in. He's literally got a cup of ice and covered head to toe.
Hopper, he went all crazy on me, telling me I'm spending way too much time with you.
If I only see you, and I'm a different species than you.
Oh, she had you.
It must be so frustrating to know that you're never going to have secrets from her.
I know.
Men's operation, child endangerment.
Call it that.
I know she's kidding me every time she says that.
Look at her gear.
They're going to each one that they've purchased.
Yeah, I see those boring boxes you're so excited about. Any cards? Negative.
Jeez! Maybe we can keep the volume
My
down,
Little
can't
Pony bag.
God, she's just walking out blasé.
Security's pretty tapped.
Oh, they're gonna tempt him out. Oh god, you don't want to mess with him, boys. You can easily recognise whose voice it
Oh,
is as well.
it's through the walkie-talkie, isn't it?
Push him in!
Okay, no, shut the... Oh no, is that you?
Shut the door!
Hi.
Go on now!
She pushed him in,
Yeah.
alright. Quick, turn it on. Oh.
It recognises them. No, he's gonna do the sob story, isn't he?
Nancy.
Driscoll.
Granddaughter.
I'm Nancy Driscoll.
Could at least hold the flowers up.
I know, what a psychopath holds them downwards? Oh,
God's
that
sake.
doesn't look good.
That's definitely not Chinese food.
No, please stop.
If you die, I die.
Aww.
Cute.
These two are so cute. The bromance is fully alive. The frick is that?
Now I'm stumped. Oh god.
Is that just me or did the room move?
Just do it! Just stop!
They're in an elevator.
It's a lift! It's a lift!
Nightmare,
No.
nightmare.
It's getting higher and higher, her heart rate. Not healthy.
You kids think this is some kind of sick prank, huh? You little shits think this is funny?
turn up the heat. It's coming out.
It's not your fault, Billy.
I've done things, Max, really.
Yeah, you have.
He's breaking.
Do it.
Start talking, Billy.
Thanks.
We could try and get him on our side, though.
It's not my fault, okay, Max, please.
It's gonna be okay.
He does have a conscience. I think it's just a lot more powerful now.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's playing it. Is he gonna throw that through the window?
I feel him. Max, get away from the door.
Yeah.
Get away from the door.
Everyone duck!
Oh! Oh shit! Ow, we need to do some magic stuff right now. Oh, oh no, I don't want it choosing a new heart. What is happening to him?
Ah! It's lifting him up!
This is so disturbing. Ah! Oh my god! So there's obviously
he's draining life out of her to give to Billy. He's more powerful, but she's losing her strength.
Elle, we've got a demon to defeat here. You're stronger than it, Elle. Come on! Oh no! Oh. No! Stop now!
Oh god,
no,
how do we stop this now?
No.
Get the slingshot out again!
Slingshot, Lucas! Slingshot!
Someone do something!
Oh, yes, Mike!
Oh, 11's back.
She's a strong girl. Let's get these worms out of it.
God, how do their bodies survive this stuff?
Oh, that must have used so much of her strength.
She has to sleep for the next week. It's not over
He's
though.
running away, retreating. We know now that he's a host though.
He'll want to get rid of her.
She could have killed him.
Yes. But not us.
Oh
These are
god.
people.
They've got loads.
Oh, I can't see their faces properly though. There's so many hosts now. Oh look, and the gross things here too.
They've been up to way more than we thought.
Oh no. So in the meantime, they've been claiming the lives of so many people in Hawkins. And each of them have a part of that mind flayer in them. They're all hosts. How are they going to stop them? There's so many to conquer now.
Yeah,
It's like...
the scary part of it is that it looks like it takes people's life and puts it for other people. Like they were draining the life out of Mrs. Driscoll to give to Billy in that moment. So
Yeah.
they can just pick and choose who they want in the army at any point. I have to say the performance was good though. Like,
I know.
wow. Did he win any awards for that? Because holy moly.
I know. All these actors, actresses, they all deserve like full awards. Like 11, she's brilliant, and Billy makes a very good possessed person. Like,
and we
they're
have
all
been
just so
thinking
good.
how strange it is that they chose to give him the spotlight, and they clearly must have seen the potential in him, because before I just thought, you know, he plays a good bad guy, but you can really see, like, even when he was breaking down, it was part of the mind player's act, I guess, but I believed it.
I know, I can't tell like when someone's possessed or isn't. I just can't tell anymore. Because especially with Billy, because he's just an arsehole even when he's normal. So like I just have a hard time telling when someone's under its control. But clearly when Will gets that feeling at the back of his neck, he knows that it's out. So that's a good thing to have Will there for, you know, to know when it's activated.
Exactly. And I said before that I didn't think Will would get much of a role this season, but he's actually had more than I thought.
He's like the switch to know when it's here or not. He's like the light switch, like, oh, he's here, like, so he is quite vital in their group.
There is a chance Max would have fallen for the act and just begged to let him out, but he said
She's
it's
strong,
here,
though.
so he knew. About Nancy and Jonathan, I'm interested to know who you side with, because I can't really decide. I think initially I was thinking that Jonathan was being a bit of an ass because he doesn't realise the sexist environment she was going through, but he also was right in saying that Nancy is privileged. Nancy's privileged because she's richer, I guess, comes from a richer family, but he's also more privileged because he's a man. Like, he doesn't understand how hard it is to be a woman in the workplace, but she also doesn't understand how hard it is to be struggling for money. Because, like, when you think about it, Jonathan's always been working, hasn't he? Like, Will went missing in the first season because Jonathan took on a late night shift to earn some extra money.
Both of them came off bad in the argument. I think both of them were, you know, they weren't great. I don't think there were any winners in that argument. I think, like you said perfectly, Nancy is a woman in the workplace at a time where it is very discriminated against and it's really hard, and Jonathan struggles with money in his family, and, you know, obviously that is heartbreaking as well. So both of them have problems, but it does not mean you should be like firing them at each other as if one is bigger than the other, because they shouldn't be like quantified as one is worse than the other. They're both problems, and which they can't help.
Yeah.
So I think they both just needed to cool it, get some space, and just calm down, because yeah, both their lives have shit elements to it. You know, it's nothing new really. We just need to accept it and find a way to manage it. So, you know, you're supposed to be a team, not against each other. That's what I'm trying to say.
And Nancy did say to her mum that she didn't really think about him in all of it. She was only thinking of herself. And when they were in the car, she was saying how humiliated she was, but she was humiliated and embarrassed, but she didn't need the job. Like, she's not sad about losing the job, whereas Jonathan needed the job.
He was gutted, yeah. You could see that he was really annoyed that he had lost his job, because where's the money going to come from? But Jonathan doesn't realise what it's like to be a woman in the workplace. He didn't realise that. He was in his own sort of little bubble, just doing what he needs to do. He didn't understand that side of it that Nancy goes through when she goes to work every morning. And, you know, that's not his fault. And it's not Nancy's fault that Jonathan's lost that income. I don't think that there should be a fault here. I think they're just in some really shitty situations, and, you know, it's the employer's the bad guy here. Like, you know, it's a really horrible job to work. Like the people they work with, and, you know, how they're treated. I'm sure there are better places to work, like the ice cream shop with Robin and Steve. You know, I think it is a much better place to work for. They just need to get a better job.
And at the end of the day, Nancy investigating all this could lead to them saving the world. Like, what good is a job if the world is about to end?
I know.
But also, like, investigating this stuff doesn't give you a paycheck. Like, they can save the world, but what money do they get from that? Especially when they don't even get all the glory because no one knows this stuff is happening.
It's more of an extracurricular activity on the side, you know. You do your job, but also investigate your own story. But I think Nancy took that to the extreme of, like, it was on her mind constantly. But she is just that person. When she is hooked on a story, on an idea, she's a bit like Joyce. She goes 100% in it at the cost of everybody else. Like, as she admitted, she didn't think of Jonathan. And she just went her own investigative path. But no one else understands that. They just see it as
she has now just witnessed something which is so unexplainable with Mrs. Driscoll.
I know, poor Mrs. Driscoll. Like, she's having a hard ass time.
Yeah. I also liked how they showed, well, I mean, they showed Nancy and Jonathan have that argument, and I hope they don't break up over this. But with regards to Eleven and Mike, like, even though they're at odds, they still came through in the end and saved each other. Like, no one else was stepping foot in there to help Eleven, who was getting throttled, but Mike came in.
They were just standing there like ducks for the plucking. Like, it was just, they were just like, oh, I don't know what to do. Got crazy possessed Billy here that's got superhuman strength.
I know it's that case of like fight or flight, isn't it? I don't know if I put myself in that situation. Would I put myself in danger?
Exactly. Yeah, we can all think about the situation, what we do in their shoes, but you won't know until you're actually in it. You know, like, you've got something insane happening, and it's terrifying to act on it because, you know, you have the cause of being killed. You know, that possibility. So. You know, and they're still young, and, you know, I wouldn't want to be killed, like, you know, if I upset the demon. So, you know, Mike broke out of it though, and he was like, you know what, I've got to save this girl, and he did.
I actually think I would have done something, because there was no way any of them were surviving without 11 there, so you have to do something. Even if I hated her, if she's powerful, she needs to be alive.
Yeah, I think she's their best shot at
definitely
anything. Yeah, like, she's gonna be the one to destroy this thing. So we need to keep this girl alive.
I actually think that Max might secretly be powerful as well, not in terms of like actual powers, but I think she could be a foil for Billy potentially, depending on how much he cares for her. Part of me thinks a little bit of that him crying was genuine. I know it probably was all a act, but I do think that at some point he could have a breakdown like that.
I
being
believed
genuine. Yeah, so did I, until we grabbed the piece of glass or whatever it was.
I know. I feel like such an idiot, because, you know, that probably was a bit of both of them. But when he was like crawled on a ball in the floor, he was like, Max, you've made me do things. I didn't mean to do it. I don't know, a big part of me believed him, because I thought, you know, when this was happening to Will was saying like nice things to his mum during it, which were Will, but then it was easily like squished by the mind flayer. Like we saw Billy got squished on Billy when he got the piece of glass and, you know, went to stab. So I think there are still parts of them that come out in that process of trying to exorcise the demon. So I think that was part Billy, and I did believe that, but it was easy, it went quick. Like, so, and we had bigger things to think about.
But I think Max's presence in the group could lead to another moment like that happening, and maybe like if in a life or death situation. Oh, I don't know. I thought that was Will as well though, and it was too powerful for Will, and I mean it seems to be even more powerful on Billy, so I don't really know, but I do think there might be a nice moment for Billy and Max coming down the line.
I hope so bad. Like, they are half siblings at the end of the day, like, and I feel like Billy needs a redemption arc. You know, he's always been this horrible brute of a man, like, just horrible in all aspects, but, you know, we saw a bit of his emotional side this app when he was in pain, so I do hope that they come to an understanding with him and Max, you know, like just a truce, if you will. Doesn't have to be all sunshine and rainbows, because it won't be. Just hope they have a nice moment, at least one.
And special shout out to Erica. Oh my god, she's always
that girl is a queen.
She's always been so iconic, but this episode even more so. Like, she is so sassy. I love it.
I know, she's bargained herself free ice cream for life just for calling in an air vent. Like, she has good persuasion tactics.
Child endangerment.
Operation Child Endangerment, go!
She's so funny, I love her. You can't spell America without Erica.
Some great quotes this episode.
Yeah, amazing one-liners.
Yeah, she's got plenty of them.
And I never would have expected her to be part of a team. This team is so weird. It's so random with the people in it.
It is so random. Like, we've got some new additions of Max and Robin. I think Erica's going to be an unofficial member. But we've got some personalities, I'll say that are just so interesting together.
That lift is scary though. Oh my god.
I'm scared for them.
How do you get out of that?
You can't get up. Like, maybe there's like a shaft in the roof, like they can start crawling up the elevator shaft or something. I don't know.
If it's dropping and it drops to the bottom, surely they'd just die.
I think, this is only a little theory, I think Steve pressed a wrong button because there was like 6 buttons on that panel. I think he pressed
like
the
a
wrong one
or something,
and it's gone to a floor that they're going to stumble on, and it's going to be like a big like parts of the machine or something. I think they're going to stumble on a room in the elevator.
But with the speed it was going at, it looked like a bolt, like a drop.
I know.
Which is my biggest fear in an elevator.
I would be crying, crawling into a ball on the floor, but those guys are much braver than me.
Hopper and Joyce and Larry.
Larry, what a guy.
Yeah,
oh, it didn't take much for him to crack. I'll say that.
I mean, his freaking finger nearly cracked. Oh, that was horrible. But...
Hopper's interrogation tactics are unconventional.
Yes. But we got some info out of him, thank goodness. He might be calling up the guys though, because he asked for the phone when his wife got home, so he could be giving them a heads up that they might be on their way. And if he did call them at Starcourt, maybe they somehow did that to the elevator, like knowing that they were in there.
I know, they might all be linked. Like, I didn't think Larry would be a bad guy. I thought he was just a bit of a weasel, but it turns out he's being blackmailed, and who knows who he's going to be on the phone to. Oh, they can't kill off any kids, surely. Like, surely not.
Now, was Hopper serious about the job offer? Because I think it's more than valid for Joyce to work for the police, because look at how much he's figured out over the course of the show.
Honestly, Joyce is such a good investigator. Like, she went to that science teacher and learned about the electromagneticness field, whatever it is. I'm not smart for that. She learned about that. She's followed all these leads, and she's really helped actually. And Hopper did not believe her at first, but now he's on board.
Yeah.
Considering everything that's happened, so Joyce has really got the ball moving, and I think she should be employed. Like, get her out of that horrible shop and get her in police uniform. She deserves it.
Problem is that none of this goes on record. So what exactly would she get paid for? She's figuring out the stuff to save the world, but she doesn't get any recognition for it. Being a detective or something must be better paid than her shop that is failing due to the new malls.
Oh,
so...
100 times better. 100 times better. You know, she's going to be out of work soon. This is her way out.
That's it for today, guys. Thank you for your reaction to season 3 episode 4 of Stranger Things. If you want to watch our uncut reactions to Stranger Things, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for episode 5. Bye.
Bye.
I like 'em sweet but naughty, dimples on the cheeks. I bet you taste like berries, so how could